So let's talk about how you're using ChatGPT in digital marketing. Hi, I'm Bill Carmody, and today I want to really focus on the drill down aspects because now that you have an overview of what ChatGPT is, let's talk about how you use it. Number one, I really think that this is going to change the effective communications. Think about your email marketing. So if you think about what you want to do to reach out to customers and nurture them to buy any product or service, you can begin to have a framework of asking questions that will help make sure that your customers are plodding along with their customer journey using this technology. So what that would mean is that you think about what is the first experience that they have with you, what's the next one after that, the next one after that. And so you can start to have artificial intelligence think through some of the ways you might be communicating and then change it up, right? This is exactly what you want to have as the foundations, and then you can adjust it. The same thing, number two, you could do the same thing with blog posts. Think about the topics that your customers really want to understand, and then use ChatGPT to give you a first draft. Don't post that, but take this and actually use it as a way to think about, okay, what would I expand on some of those ideas? Because what ChatGPT is doing is it's pulling the most common insights that it's finding off the entire internet, and then it's going to help you to sort of shape what is the conversation you want to have with your customers. So we've talked about email, we've talked about applications for blog posts. Now let's think about other applications. If you wanted to go onto a podcast and you wanted to have show notes, you could get this ahead of time and think about all the things that you want to touch on when you're in your actual podcast interview. If you want to do some of these types of video content pieces, thinking about ahead of time, what is it that I want to share with my audience? This can actually help you write some scripts. If you want to think about internal communication and think about what I want to have a really, really well-written communication to my boss, how do I get a raise and things like that, you can start actually formulating those points ahead of time. And that can also go into email. And it could also be something that are your talking points before you actually go out and ask for a raise. Or maybe you're looking to get a job. So you can think about what are the things that are most commonly asked on an interview so that you're thinking about it ahead of time and how you would answer. Well, the whole thing is when it comes to digital marketing, there's so many different applications. You can think about all the various places where two people want to communicate. And in that spaces, how can you actually have a framework and use ChatGPT to give you some ideas of where to start? It doesn't end there. It just starts there. It gives you a first draft. But think about this, like how many times have you sat down at your computer and you start having the white page anxiety, right? Which basically is like, I've got writer's block. I don't know what to say. You know, like this can bang out a 500 or 1,000 word piece in minutes. And then that gives you the opportunity to start adjusting and tweaking and making it so it's your own. But at least at a foundational level, you have a really good grasp of what you can actually share. And then think about like ways you might alter it or change it or any type of ways you want to make it better. This is the key. Once you do the first draft with ChatGPT, you want to think about how are you actually adding your own value into that correspondence. And then when you do that, you're going to continue to see what resonates with your customers, what resonates with your team, what are you finding people responding to? And as you continue to evaluate that, you can refine even further.